Hello, I'm Bethan Laura Woods and I'm based in London. We are currently sitting in my actually brand new studio that I have in East London. I recently moved to this space a couple of weeks ago and I really enjoy the creative scene here. So for me to have a studio in East London has been a really exciting thing to have. The space we're in today is my show space and I call it the dry studio. So this is where I do a lot of my more intricate finishing or the wiring, and I also do a lot of my kind of sketching and model making here. And then I have a second space which is like my dirty warehouse space, and that's where I'll do more prototyping and woodwork and kind of anything that's a lot more mucky. Having a space to be able to be creative in is really informs your practice and really affects the way that you can create work. If you can have a space to kind of play and to see your work in different contexts. I quite often will make work or prototypes and look at them in my studio space and then also take them home and see them in a more domestic space and try and kind of get an understanding of how they interact in different forms and spaces. I like to collect things, objects of all sorts, both in my home and also in my studio. And I think it's because I'm a very physical, kind of tactile person, so I really enjoy being able to hold objects, to observe them, to see them in different spaces, to touch them, to understand the materiality. And that kind of physicality and materiality is something that's very important to my work. The inspiration behind the piece is partly the room in which it's going to sit, which is the Regency room and holds a lot of 18th and 19th century pieces. So I wanted to look at ways in which women learnt in this period and shared knowledge. The other big influence is library furniture, so I decided to combine these things together to make a rotational kaleidoscopic piece looking at different ways of learning, and I hope to inspire people's imagination with the patinations within the wood veneers. I'm really looking forward to seeing the final pieces all together in the one space at the NGV at the end of the year, and all these different elements that I've been researching or looking at forming this one installation.